Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field. We're back. This is actually the second game, and I guess the major leagues shorten their doubleheaders to 7. They slice 2 innings off and go 7 innings. So they're doing the same thing here. They're slicing 2 off. They caught us by surprise, only going 5 innings in the first game. So I'm assuming they may be only going 5 innings in the second game. But it's the third meeting between Kipp and Lvti. Lvti won the first one, putting up 14 on the winning side. Kipp broke a 7-7 tie. Both teams had 6-run innings. It was tied at 7 in the 5th inning. Kipp got 8 to win the game, 15-7. So this is the rubber match. Tech has won 1. Kipp has won 1. Tech has played an extra game. They're 1-2. Kipp is 1-1. For Kipp, it'll be Moronel Castro, the pitcher, leading off. Janelle Castillo, the center fielder, will bat second. Batting third and playing shortstop, Wes Garcia. The first baseman, Kenneth Beato, will hit number 4. Catching and batting fifth, Daniel DeVerge. Asher Cabrera, the second baseman, will hit 6th. Aramis Sanchez will bat 7th and play third. Christian Encarnacion, the left fielder, will bat 8th. And Brian Condi, the right fielder, will hit number 9. Jared Moore is on the mound for Lvti as we're underway in the second game. And again, X in it. Manning Field, I'm not sure if it's... I don't think it's Pop Warner, as I said before. It might be the new flag football league, but it's the young kids playing football. They'll be there. They started early. They're still going. Manning Field, Fraser Field will be going almost 24/7 now with everybody getting back into everything with English and Classical, who was lagging a little bit behind. They were still playing football and soccer. While St. Mary's and Tech finished up their soccer season. We're starting to play baseball and softball. English and Classical will start their baseball softball season, this being the 15th of May. They'll start, I think, next Friday, the 21st. Hit foul back. So Castro drew a walk. Tech gave 13 walks in that first game to help Kipp. Hit the second base. Safe at second. They threw it in the dirt. They couldn't handle it. So a walk and an error have put runners at first and second. On the corner for a strike. Gotta check the umpire. He's not too enthused about calling those strikes. Hit in the left field for a base hit. Kipp is getting on the board first. Garcia gets the RBI single. Still nobody out. Now they throw the ball away. The runners will move up. So they scored a run. Tech has already made 2 errors in the inning. In for a strike. Pitching from the stretch with second and third. Swing and a miss. High for a ball. Kenneth Beato is the first baseman for Kipp. Down and in, gets away from the catcher, not far enough for anybody to do anything. Strike 3 called. Took that pitch. So the first out is a strikeout. Daniel DeVerge, the catcher. That one bounces in. On the inside corner for a strike. Wide for a ball. Hits that one foul down the first base side. Moore jumps ahead of DeVerge. That one was way wide to the backstop. The runner going from second to third just kind of walked a little bit. Took his time going to third. They threw it down. It was close to the play that it should have been with the ball going to the backstop. But that ball was going to the backstop right out of the pitcher's hand. That was way wide. And here's another one. That went behind the hitter. So he went first base side, third base side of the hitter, threw it all the way to the backstop. DeVerge drew a walk on the play. Back-to-back wild pitches have added to Kipp's lead. It's now 3-0. So a walk, 2 errors, an RBI single, 2 wild pitches, and a partridge in a pear tree, and it's 3-0 Kipp. Hit foul out of play. Asher Cabrera is the second baseman for Kipp. That's going to be in the left field for a base hit. The shortstop playing way over. And the runner again went 3/4 of the way to third base and decided to go back to second and almost got thrown out. Well, Capera gets a base hit. 2 on with 1 out. Aramis Sanchez will be the 7th hitter in the inning. Down and in for a ball. In for a strike. Way inside. Sanchez had a duck out of way for that one. Pitching down and away. Swing and a miss. The runner can't go. The runner is out. The hitter is out. The ball got away, but he can't go because first base is open. Or first base is occupied. Now he was running. I thought it was strike 3 too, but it wasn't. So he's back up. That's strike 3 called. And they picked the runner off at third. So Kipp almost ran themselves out of an inning, running the base pass nonchalantly. It cost them because they just picked the runner off at third base. But a big inning for Kipp. They send 7 to the plate. They score 3 runs. Two base hits. The second hit had nothing to do with the runs. A couple of walks. A couple of errors. Back-to-back major league wild pitches. Two walks in the inning. And right off the bat, before Castro throws a pitch, he's got a 3-0 lead. For Tech, it'll be Jared Moore, the pitcher, leading off. Catching and batting second, Don Giordano. Third baseman, Ben Tatarini, will hit number 3. Playing second base and batting cleanup, Josh Shelley. Will McCafferty will play left field and batting 5th. Batting 6th and playing shortstop, Nevin Gonzalez. Richie Avery, the first baseman, will hit number 7. The center fielder, Tyler Maynard, will hit number 8 and bring up the tail end of the batting order, batting 9th and playing right field, Ragnar Naval. So Kipp, another good inning. They had a 6-run inning in the first game, an 8-run inning in the first game to break a 7-7 tie and win the game. Now they start the second of this doubleheader, getting 3. Garcia's RBI knocked in the first one. Back-to-back, and I mean major league wild pitches. They were way to the first base side on one, way to the third base side behind the hitter on the other one. They weren't anywhere near the umpire, the catcher, the hitter. They weren't in the same time zone. So Jared Moore will try to get things started for Tech in the bottom of the first. We mentioned this is a rubber match. First game of the season, Tech beat Kipp. First game today, Kipp beat Tech. In between, Tech lost to, I think it was Lowell Catholic. So Kipp trying to get back to 500 at 2-2. Tech trying to get back to 500 at 2-2. Kipp trying to go over 500. Trying to go 2-1 and make it 2 in a row over Tech. And they got started out pretty well with a 3-run inning. Castro on the mound for Kipp. Way up and in for a ball. You see low for a ball. So bizarre first inning. A walk. The ground ball is second. They threw the ball in the dirt. The second didn't get the force. Then they threw the ball away, trying to get the ball back to the pitcher. The runners moved up. A run scored on a single and 2 wild pitches. Made it 3-0, and now Moore gets a walk to start the bottom of the first. Don Giordano, the catcher, is the hitter. They take off, easily stealing second base. This be the first inning of the third game between these two teams. Nobody has been thrown out stealing. Over the head of Giordano. Hit to deep short. They had no play on the runner going to first. They tried to catch the runner going to third. Moore had the better of the angle. Giordano gets an infield hit. Tech has runners at first and third. Ben Tatarini, the third baseman, will be the hitter. Again, they throw the ball to third. They got no shot at the runner at second. Pitching is a premium for these two teams. They don't hold the runners on at all. They pitch very quickly. In for a strike. And the base runners have got huge jumps, stealing bases. Solid shot, foul. Out in front, pulling it foul. Tatarini is the third baseman for Lynn Tech. There's a major league wild pitch again. Through that just still. That was about 4 feet over the hitter's head, all the way to the backstop. So Tech gets one of the runs back, and they have a runner at third with nobody out. Chopped foul. Took that one off his ear. Hit foul again past third. Hit foul again. Tatarini hanging around. Over the head for ball 4. Not close with any of those pitches. Brings a little trip out to the mound. This is, except for baseball and softball, all the coaches and teams, in most cases, Catholic Central League, like St. Mary's girls play 23 basketball games. That's amazing. But Tech soccer got to play 7 or 8 games. Volleyball got to play, when Classville, I think, played 9 games. Soccer. All the coaches sort of looked at it as, in football, especially with only 4 games being played, in some cases 3, looked at it as like a preseason, getting ready for September or getting ready for next year. Baseball and softball this year will actually get back to the state tournament, so they'll play virtually a full season. And it's nice to see that, getting back on the field, getting back to doing what these kids like to do. And a lot of time, effort, energy by an awful lot of people made it happen. Another pitch way up over the head of the hitter. You know, coaches, ADs, players, parents, teachers. Mayor McGee did an exceptional job. Superintendent Tutwiler, outstanding. The principals, the vice principals, police, fire, EMTs, the doctors, the nurses, health workers, so many did so much work, worked so hard to make this happen. We're getting there where places are getting rid of masks because everybody is getting vaccinated, getting the vaccine. Starting to turn the corner. Things are looking a whole lot better than they did a year ago at this time, or even the beginning of this year. So congratulations and a big thank you to everybody involved in making all this happen. Hit in the air to right center field. What a nice running catch. That looked extra bases. Janelle Castillo made that great running catch out in right center field, taking extra bases and a run away or more from Tech for the first out. McCaffrey hit that a long way. Castillo tracked it down. The runner's thinking it was a hit. Had to go back, couldn't tag up. In for a strike. Nevin Gonzalez, the shortstop. Boy, when they go inside, they go inside. That was dancing off the plate over the batter's head. Way off. Hit to second. Flip to second for one. They turn the double play. That gets two of the runs back. 2 walks, a hit, a wild pitch, an RBI single by Kelly. We played an inning here at Frazier Field. Kipp leading Tech 3-2. 8-9-1 for Kipp as we start the second inning. Christian Encarnacion, the left fielder, will lead it off. Jared Moore will start his second inning of work. Hit right back to Moore, right by him. It skipped right past Moore. Kipp has a base runner on the error. That looked like an easy tap back to the mound. And it just went right through the wickets. In for a strike. 1-1. Pitching low for a ball. Brian Condy, the right fielder, is the hitter for Kipp. Hit foul back. Has to dance off the plate and get out of the way of that one. Way wide. So an error and a walk. Kipp is back at it with 2 on and nobody out for the top of the order. Marinel Castro drew a walk and scored the first run. Down and in for a ball. Again, high and tight for a ball. Pitching for ball 3. In for a strike. And that's ball 4. Castro draws his second walk. And Kipp threatening again. 3 on, nobody out. An error and 2 walks. Castro bounced to second, and they threw the ball in the dirt to second base looking for a force. He reached on the error, and then he came around to score one of the 3 runs. Swing and a miss. Hit to short. Out at second base. Encarnacion comes in to score from third on the force out. The runner takes off the pitch way inside. So second and third now with 1 out. Wes Garcia got a base hit, knocking in a run. Chased that high pitch and swung right through it. Wide for a ball. Popped up, out of play. Wide for a ball. Way up and away. Giordano had to go way up he had to pick that one. Garcia draws the third walk in the inning. The bases are loaded again for Kenneth Piatto, who was called on strikes back in the first inning. Giordano calling for a little confab on the mound. Little group session, trying to calm Moore down. He's walked 5. And we only played an inning and a third. And Tech has made 3 errors as well. Way over the head of Beato. That one hit him. He's going to get an RBI. Condi comes in with the second run. Bases are still loaded with one out for Daniel DeVerge, who drew a walk. And eventually he was at third base and got picked off to end that first inning. Hits it to third. Bobbled. They'll tag the runner coming to third. So they get the second out. Plus another 3-run inning for Kipp as Castillo scores. First and second now with 2 outs. In for a strike. Actually, Cabrera got a base hit in the first inning. He held on to that a little too long. He threw that right into the dirt. Another one of those major league wild pitches. We have seen some unbelievable wild pitches. Way inside. It's either a feast or a famine. Inside again. They batted 7 in the first inning. Cabrera is the 8th hitter in this inning. There's another wild pitch, not even close. That's a good 10 to 12 feet down the right field line away from home plate. I mean, not even close. Four walks and a hit batsman in the inning. Kelly is going to be the new pitcher. Moore will go to shortstop. Gonzalez will move over to second base. And Aramis Sanchez, who struck out in the first inning for the last out, will be the 9th hitter in the inning. So Kipp has put 4 more on the board here without benefit of a base hit. Four walks, a hit batsman, and an error. And it's now 7-2. Commonwealth Conference Baseball. Kipp joined the Commonwealth Conference, I don't know, it was last year, year before. And we mentioned before, this is like Thanksgiving in May because these two teams are Thanksgiving rivals. Thanksgiving Eve, they play each other now. So we get to have 4 Lynn schools playing on Thanksgiving at Manning Field. 5 against each other. 5, you count St. Mary's playing Austin Prep. I'm not sure why they threw the ball down to second base. I'm not sure why the runner at third didn't score. In for a strike. High for a ball. Christian Encarnacion, who started this inning, is on deck. Hit high in the air to right center field. Long run, they're not going to get there. In the gap. In with the stand-up double is Sanchez. Two more runs across. Second 6-run inning for Kipp in the day. They got 6 in the first game of this doubleheader. Swing and a miss. We mentioned Encarnacion hit that side in the inning, hit that little dribble back to the mound that went right through the wickets by the pitcher. And it started the 6-run inning. 4 walks, a hit batsman, an error. Giordano had to go way up in the air to get that pitch. Hit behind first base, foul out beyond the reach of Richie Avery. Swing and a miss. She swung right through that high pitch. So they send 10 hitters to the plate. 6 of them score. Kipp jumps on top 9-2. They did it with 1 base hit. Four walks, a hit batsman, and an error. And Tech got themselves a little bit out of the hole, getting 2 runs, cutting the lead to 3-2. And now the lead balloons back up to 9-2. As we move into the bottom of the second inning, it'll be the bottom 3 in the order, 7, 8, and 9 for Tech. And Castro on the mound, once again, has been staked to a lead. He had a 3-run cushion starting the first inning, gave up 2 runs. His team gets him 6 more. Now he's got a big cushion. A 7-run gap. Richie Avery will be the first hitter. Richie, we mentioned before, the son of father of Rich Avery, who does all the work here at Frazier Field and Manning Field, schedules all the games, gets everybody their dates, their times. He's the director for these two fields. He does a great job. Richie is the starting first baseman. He was also the starting goaltender for the Jets hockey team. I still don't know if he's in high school or not. I got to ask his father. He got a special dispensation last year to play hockey for the Jets. Down the way for a ball. Way up and away for a ball. Hit the other way to left field, over the left fielder's head, all the way back to the fence. In with a stand-up double, Avery. He got all of that one. Went the other way with it. Got it all the way to the fence. A shot and a half by Richie Avery. Tech has the leadoff hitter on. Tyler Maynard, the center fielder, is the hitter. There's one of those pitches over the head of the hitter. When they go inside, they go inside. Way up and in. And he swung at it anyway and swung right through it. So instead of 2-0, it's 1-1. Castro got a lot of help on that pitch. Hit foul to the backstop. It just appears as though all of the pitching we've seen between these two teams, they're not really winding up and throwing the ball. They seem to be just pitching the ball. They seem to just be throwing the ball like they were playing catch. Just using a lot of the arm, not following through. Hit foul again. Because there have been some wild pitches that have been wild pitches. I've never seen anything like this ever. Strike three called. First out, first strikeout for Castro. Regnan Duval, the right fielder, will be the hitter. Down and away for a ball. Nice stop by Diverge, the catcher. In for a strike. Way up and in for a ball. Pitching inside for a ball. Top of the order, Jared Moore on deck. In for a strike. Called third strike. Just watch that pitch right down the middle. So Avery hit that long double over the left fielder's head. He's still at second base after 2 called strikeouts. Jared Moore, who was the pitcher, he's now the shortstop. He walked and scored a run. High for a ball. Another pitch over the head of the hitter, 3-0. That one bounces. Avery will go to third. Moore took a really wide turn at first, but held up. So Moore walks for the second time. The wild pitch moves Avery over to third. Don Giordano got a base hit and scored a run in that first inning. Again, they don't even look at the runner. Don't hold them on. Moore kind of walks to second base. One ball, one strike to the Tech catcher. Shot hit by the second baseman into right field. Skips past. Second double in the inning. 2 RBIs for Giordano. So a little 2-out lightning for Tech. After 2 quick strikeouts. The walk extended the inning. Giordano makes them pay with a 2-run double. Quick throw to second. Giordano dives back. Ben Tatarina drew a walk. His one trip back in the first inning. High and tight for a ball. Down and away. Long day for everybody, the doubleheader here at Frazier Field. We don't normally have these. They have a doubleheader, but usually it's different teams. Long day for the umpires, too. You usually change up. The only thing they changed was positions. The plate umpire was the base umpire in the first game. So after a double but 2 quick strikeouts, but now The walk extended the inning. The double knocks in 2. Pop back foul. Into the seats. That used to be a case of it would go up in the screen and roll back down, but there's no upper screen. The backstop is there, but there's nothing keeping the ball from going into the seats or even in the press box for that matter where we're sitting. Down and away for a ball. Hit hard, past third base for a base hit. That's going to score a run. A little more 2-out lightning for Tech. Katerina got all of that one and ripped it by third base. So Giordano, who knocked in 2 in the inning, scores the third. Makes it 9-5. Josh Kelly. Josh Selly got a base hit and knocked in a run in the first inning. So he's 1 for 1 with an RBI. 2 quick strikes. So the dreaded walk extended the inning. Tech took advantage. Another high pitch over the head of the hitter. DeVerge had to go way up to get that one, stop it from going to the backstop. High again. Popped up. Third baseman Sanchez makes the play. But Tech dips into that big 7-run cushion that Kipp had. They put 3 on the board. It's at the 2 complete innings here at Frazier Field in the second of this doubleheader. 9-5, Kipp over Tech. Angel Frias is the hitter. He's hitting for the right fielder, Brian Quandy. Late swing, fouled that into the Tech dugout. Once again to the backstop. Quandy had walked and scored. That one bounces a couple of feet in front of home plate. Josh Selly, the pitcher, starting inning. He came in relief in the second inning. Waves at that pitch. High for a ball. He waited a couple of seconds. The walk leads the third inning. He'll bring up the top of the order. Morinel Castro, who's walked twice and scored a run. He's the pitcher for Kipp. So the leadoff hitter on for the third time in 3 innings for Kipp Two of those hitters got on base with walks. The other one was an infield error. Off the catcher. 2-0. They threw us a curve in the first game. We finished finals. We took a break like we normally do at the end of the inning, and we found out that was the end of the game. Line to right field for a base hit. The runner took the turn going to third and slipped and fell. He was easily going to go to third. So Castro's on for the third time with the base hit. Kipp back at it. First and second, nobody out. Janelle Castillo, the center fielder, has been up twice. Reese on an error. Reese on a fielder's choice. Both times he scored. That one goes to the backstop. Runner a second almost didn't go. So second and third. I don't want to think of how many wild pitches we've had in 2 games, and we're only in the third inning of the second one. Second and third, nobody out. 9-5, Kipp over Tech. In for a strike. Way up in the air. Second walk in the inning. Tech gave up 13 walks in the first game. They've given 8 here in 2 innings. And Kipp have the bases loaded again. Hit in the air to center field. Long run gets by the center fielder. 3 runs are going to score. Garcia will get a double. 3 RBI. Castillo scores all the way from first. On the throw of the plate, Garcia took third. So it's a runner at third with nobody out. 3 more runs in for Kipp. And here comes the 4th run on another wild pitch. They threw the ball to the plate, and they hit Garcia coming in. I hope that just knocked the wind out of him. Looked like it hit him in the midsection. Richie Avery will be the new pitcher. McCaffrey will go to first base. Kelly will go to left field. Kenneth Beato will be the first hitter to face Avery. Takes it high and tight for a ball. Another inning for Kipp. 3 in the first, 6 in the second. They've had 4 hitters here in the third inning, and all 4 have scored. Swing and a miss. A walk, a hit, a walk, and a hit. Down and away for a ball. Beato draws a walk. 9 walks in 3 innings. Daniel DeVerge walked, reached on the fielder's choice, and scored. So he's 0 for 1 with a run scored. Hits it into left field. Just, I don't know if you get that at the top of the bat, you can almost hear the little pop. Almost sounds like the bat broke, except it didn't. But just a little flare out into left field for a base hit. Keeps the inning alive. Still nobody out. Asher Cabrera, the 7th hitter in the inning. He singled, walked, and scored a run. So he's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Chop to third. And they throw it out in the right field. They could have tagged the runner going to third. So first and third, still nobody out. In for a strike. Again, Manning Field loaded over there with youth football. Just got a piece that fouled it off. Swing and a miss, the strikeout. That's the first out of the inning. Christian Encarnacion, the left fielder. He's the 9th hitter in the inning. In for a strike. They batted 10 in the 2nd inning. Down and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. High for a ball. Quick throw down to third. Trying to catch DeVerge off the bag. High again for a ball. Call third strike. Back-to-back strikeouts by Avery. Angel Frias is the hitter. Swing and a miss. He started this inning with a walk and came around to score. Chopped at that one. Foul. Oh, 2 the count. High for a ball. hit him in the head, hit him on the helmet. He stayed in the batter's box. Now he scoots down to first. Castro up for the second time in the inning. The 11th hitter. So they bat around the second. They bat around here in the third. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. In for a strike. Low for a ball. Four runs have scored on wild pitches, 1 on a hit batsman with the bases loaded. In for a strike, 1 and 2. Chop, foul. Three on, 2 out, 5 runs inning. If they could get 1 more run, they'd have their third 6-run inning of the day. High for a ball. They get 6 runs in an inning in the first one. Second inning here was 6. High and tight for a ball. Tech came all the way back to tie the first game at 7, and then Kipp scored 8 in the top of the 5th. And that's ball 4. They got their 6-run inning. Solid shot to left field for a base hit. It gets by the left fielder. It rolls all the way to the fence. Everybody's going to score. They held everybody up and then went right through the wickets in left field. They had everybody score. High for a ball. They've scored every way imaginable. They scored 4 runs on wild pitches. They got a hit batsman with the bases loaded. They got a walk with the bases loaded. Now they score 3 on errors. Swing and a miss. Nine runs in the inning. Castro and Frias have both scored twice. Swing and a miss for strike 3, so he strikes out the side. But in between, there was a little bit of damage done. 9 runs in the inning. Two base hits. Four walks, a hit batsman. Errors all over the place. 18 on the board for Kipp. And we'll move into the bottom half of the third. 18-5. Asher Cabrera is the new pitcher. I believe Castro will move to second base. For Tech, it'll be 5, 6, and 7. Will McCafferty was robbed of extra bases and a couple of RBIs when he hit a long shot to right center field, and Janelle Castillo made a great running catch. He reached at the last second, got the glove up, and made the running one-handed catch. Outstanding play. So he's up for the second time in the bottom of the third. Hit way up in the air behind the plate. They had to yell to the catcher, and he makes the play. DeVers didn't see it. At the last second, they yelled, hey, it's behind the plate. In foul territory, reached and made the one-handed catch, so one pitch went out. Nice play by the catcher, Daniel DeVers. Nevin Gonzalez bounced into a 4-6-3 double play, ending the first inning. Missing inside for a ball. In for a strike. So Castro went 2 innings, gave up 5 hits, walked 3, struck out 2. The runs were earned. And that hits. Gonzalez couldn't get out of the way of that one if he wanted to. Richie Avey hit the long double going the other way over the left fielder's head and scored a run in the second inning. In for a strike. They didn't even look once again. The runner off the bag got a huge jump. He has to go back because it's a foul ball, but he was more than halfway to second base before the pitcher threw the ball. Pitching low for a ball. Solid shot into right field for a base hit. Avery 2 for 2 with a run scored. Two on, one out. Tyler Maynard was called on strikes as one trip. Down and away for a ball. Missing inside for a ball. Chopped at that one out in front of the plate. Pitcher will throw Maynard out. Second out of the inning. Second and third now with two outs. Regner Naval was called on strikes his one trip. Missing inside for a ball. Swing and a miss. Chase that one. 1-2. Up and in for a ball. Down and away for a ball. So he's out in front. Now he's got to come in with a pitch. Swings through it for strike three. So they got a hit batsman and a base hit. They leave two. First inning that one of the teams didn't score, and it had to be Lvti. They scored in the first two. Kipp has scored in all three. We've completed 3 innings here at Frazier Field. An extremely comfortable lead for Kipp over Tech at the end of 3. They did us in again, like they did the first game. They ended at the end of 5 innings. Now they ended at the end of 3 innings, going to the mercy rule. 18-5. Kipp is going to sweep the doubleheader, and they'll win the rubber match. They'll beat Tech twice. Tech will drop to 1-3. Kipp will now go to 2-1. Both their wins over Lynn Tech, as they shorten the games up because they're playing a doubleheader of 5 innings. So they played 5. We didn't know that in the first game, and we expected to go 5 innings in this one, and the mercy rule kicks in after 3 innings. As Kipp put up 3 in the first, 6 in the second, 9 in the third, 18 runs to win it 18-5. They had multiple run innings in both games. For Tech, Jared Moore walked twice and scored twice. Dom Giordano had a single, a double, scored 2, knocked in 2. Ben Taratini had a walk and a single, knocking in a run. Josh Selly had an RBI single. Rich Avery had a double and a single and scored a run. That was it for Tech, as they scored 5. For Kipp, Minel Castro walked 3 times, had a base hit, scored 3. Janelle Castillo reached on an error, reached on a fielder's choice, walked, had a base hit, scored 3, knocked in a run. Wes Garcia had a single, a walk, a double, knocked in 4. Kenneth Beato got hit by a pitch and walked and scored 2. Danny DeVerge had a walk, reached on a fielder's choice, singled, scored 2. Asher Cabrera had a single, a walk, reached on an error, scored 2. Aramis Sanchez had a double. Christian Encarnacion reached on an error and scored a run. Brian Condi walked and scored a run. Angel Frias walked, got hit by a pitch, scored 2. So Kipp had a 6-run inning in the first game and then scored 8 to break a 7-7 tie to win it. They had a 6-run inning here in the second inning and had a 9-run inning in the third to win the game going away by the mercy rule. The final score, Kipp 18, Tech 5. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.